Hey, trackies, welcome back. It's time for the big girls. Guess what's out? The women's 100 meters semifinals start list. Yes, the semifinals are out and they are stacked. What we're going to do right now is that we're going to get into it and show you how the major players or the route the major players will have to take to make it to the finals. Straight off the bat from heat one, as you can see. In lane one, Muriel Ohori. In lane two, from Jamaica, Kemba Nelson. In lane three, from Great Britain, Dina Asher Smith. In lane four is Tonisha Torrey from the United States. In lane five, Julian Alfred. In lane six, Shericka Jackson from Jamaica. In lane seven, Saini. And in lane eight, from Nigeria, Grace. No, let's just zoom in on, because this for me is the heat, or at least the semifinal of death. Right here we have Kemba, Dina, Tonisha, Juliet, and Shericka. That's one, two, three, four, five. There are five solid contenders to make it into the finals in only one race. Why is this significant? Well, there are only three semifinals and they take top two, which means that two from this one, two from the next one, and two from the third. That makes six. Following me so far? There's only two spots left. Three are left in this one heat only, and there are only two spots. So it means that even if the fastest times come from this heat, one of these absolutely fantastic athletes will not make it. Let's look at that. Let's look at it and break it down a little bit more. Kemba Nelson, in her heat, she came third. No, I did have it in, because I did go live. I did have it at that point in time that she would have come third, because going by all of the other athletes and their running style, then I figured that Kemba would, in true Jamaican style, do enough to qualify, and doing enough to qualify would have meant that she would come in third. And so said, so done. In her heat, she had Tonisha Twerry, and she had Mariel, not Mariel Lahori, sorry, she had Talu. Now Talu took that heat, and then Tonisha Twerry came in second, and then Kemba third. Now that's the reason why Kemba ended up in such a heat of semifinal of death, because she came third in her heat. Dina Asher Smith won her heat, looking really, really good, right? Running one of the fastest times that she has run. Tonisha Twerry came second in the same heat with Kemba, hence, she was seeded to this particular heat. Julian Alfred as well in this particular heat, because of how she placed in her heat, or in the semi, based on how she placed in her heat. And Shericka Jackson winning her heat and being placed in this heat as well. Unfortunately, other than Shericka Jackson, the others will have a tough time trying to make it out of this heat. So clear as day, in my opinion, Shericka Jackson takes this particular heat. That leaves us with Dina Asher Smith, looking like she has rounded in form at the right time. There are question marks over her head before this particular heat, especially in my opinion, because she lost at the British Championships. So I was looking at it and saying, is Dina no longer the girl, the it girl for the Brits? But she came out and she showed that, listen, I'm ready, running 10.84 seconds. She ran a bit harder, yes, than a Shericka did. However, it was still a fantastic qualification for her. We can't take that away from her. Then there was Tonisha Twerry and Kemba Nelson and Julian Alfred. It's going to be tough for Kemba to come out of this race. She's going to have to run her best race, try to get into top two. If not, nothing less than fourth, because anything less than fourth means she is out of the finals. And we are hoping that all our athletes, at least the Jamaican athletes, can make it into the final. Moving on to the second semi, on this particular heat sheet, it gets a bit easier for our Jamaicans going forward. And the only Jamaican, might I add, before I go any further, that is up for question marks would be Kemba, because at the end of the day, Shericka, Elaine, and Shelly, they're in a league to themselves. I don't expect them to have any issues navigating their semifinals. So the only question mark would have been for Kemba, and we're hoping that she's able to navigate this, take motivation from the girls that are around her, and push through and make it into the finals. Remember, Kemba was able to come second at the Jamaican trials, beating even Elaine Thompson-Herah. So she has the goods, she has the quality. All she has to do is go out tomorrow and execute. Well, based on when this video it will be uploaded, I'm thinking I'll probably put it up in the morning. So me saying tomorrow, it's still today, right? Anyway, moving on to the second semifinal. In this, we have Kambunji, Melissa Jefferson, Talu, Elaine, Swaboda, Antonique Strong. Okay, so off the bat, those are my top picks in this particular semi as it relates to how everybody is looking or shaping up going in. I would go with obviously Elaine Thompson-Herah winning, and following her, I will choose. It's hard to pick between Kambunji and Marie Jose Talo actually. It's a toss up between Kambunji and Talo. I'm not gonna say I know how Talo runs. Talo runs to make it, and I'm thinking that she will make it successfully into the finals. But Kambunji has also been in the best shape of her life as well. She has run personal best this season, so I am expecting her to also make it to the finals. So it's gonna be really tough. And again, remember, if we go back into what I said in the first heat, if three come out of this semifinal, it means that there's one less spot for someone in the first heat. Just keep that in mind. Melissa Jefferson lost to Kemba in the NCAAs. So I'm expecting that Kambunji's caliber is better than hers, and I am expecting Talu's caliber to be better than hers. Kambunji did beat Melissa in the heat, so it means that she has already won up at least one participant that's looking for a spot into the final so far. So from this, I'm definitely expecting either Talu or Kambunji, but it still will be a tight race for both of them. And it means that based on times, they may oust someone in the first heat. And remember, I named 5 possible prospects from the first heat, and there are 3 in the second one. That's already 8, and we haven't gotten into the third heat just yet. Let's go over there right now. But for now, Elaine clearly taking this one. The rest will be up for grabs. Okay, so right here now we have the third heat, Shelly and Fraser Pryce. I would say this is the easiest heat by far, because the heavy hitters are, apart from Shelly, obviously, are in the other heats to make it. So obviously Shelly is going to make this hands down. Then the question now becomes, is this Daryl Nita's race or is this Alia Hobbs' race? Daryl Nita has been also having the season of her life, as well as Alia Hobbs. And Michelle Leah Aye looks like she's coming back to something of her best. So, who takes the second automatic qualifying spot? I would probably give it to Hobbs. I give it to Hobbs. And then Daryl Nita will just have to try to hold on for a fastest finisher spot. But again, if Daryl Nita gets the spot, then it's even worse for the persons over in the first heat. Remember, only 2 can make it through. That's the absolute race of death. My suggestion to Kemba is run like you're in at the finals, because right now, based on how the other races are shaping up, there are other girls that could trump you based on time if you don't run your best race. So run your best race, and I hope that that best race is good enough to either get an automatic qualifying spot If not, a fastest finisher spot. Trackies, that's how it looks right now for the finals. We saw Shelly, we saw Elaine, and we saw Shericka looking absolutely easy in all their heats. Shelly cruising to 10.87, looking easy, doing it in typical Shelly style, getting out like a rocket and cruising home at easy 10.8. Shericka came out second, 11.02, looking absolutely fantastic as well. I mean, there's nothing to complain about when you look at her execution. Following instruction, just do enough to win. However, what left me really impressed with Shericka is her start. Whatever was happening last year with her start, being a new athlete in the 100 meters, don't forget that was her first year taking it up. That gone, it done. Don't expect to hear Shericka have no bad start going forward in the future. Her start is absolutely fantastic, dynamic, and expect her to be right there getting out of the blocks with Shelly come the finals. Moving on to Elaine. I love the fact that I saw her a better start from her. I have to commend her on that. But after that, in true Elaine style, she just stopped run. She just stopped run. She just look like so she just go for one little walk over there, so go take a drink of water. And I'm like, okay, girl can't look no easier. You know, Elaine looks good when she's running. Picture perfect. And the ease that I saw from her left me comfortable to let me know that listen, her peak was scheduled for championship, not trial. So we will see the best of Elaine Thompson-Herah here. So guys, look out for the best from our girls here in the 100 meters today slash tomorrow. I'm recording tonight, but I'll put this up tomorrow. But you can expect the best from our girls tomorrow, and they will definitely deliver 1, 2, 3. Kemba is in a sticky situation in her heat, and that's only because there are 5 really good people in there. And if you take away Shericka and already give her a spot, there's still 4 people that she has the contend with, and it's going to be really tough for her. But we do know Kemba's caliber. Some of these girls would be girls that she's already known their running style. So she knows what to expect, especially against a Julian Alfred. You know, she came second to her barely at the NCAA finals. I'm not sure if she's run against Tanisha as yet. I'm thinking she has because Tanisha has just recently graduated last season. So they must have lined up at some point in time. So she will have an idea as it relates to what these girls have to offer. And again, she ran against Tanisha in the heat. So she knows she has to get out, she has to maintain, and she has to finish. That's it for Kemba. But again, I'm expecting great things tomorrow. Jamaica is not on the medal table just yet, unfortunately. But we are expecting a 1, 2, 3, bap, bap, bap immediately tomorrow. We're not on it just like in Tokyo. We weren't on it and then immediately we just shot on with 3 medals in one go. And that's pretty much what I'm expecting from our team tomorrow. But not because they're Jamaicans, but because they have the caliber to do it and they're fantastic athletes individually. Sound off in the comment section below and let me know what you think. Do you think our girls will take that 1, 2, 3? How did you like their performance in the heat? Were you just as impressed as I was looking at Shelly, looking at Shericka, and looking at Elaine? I know the girls look fantastic and I'm expecting great things from them tomorrow. Tell me your thoughts. And again, like the video and subscribe to our channel. I'm T. We'll catch you in the next one.